Hey all, welcome back to the Link to the Past LP. I'm still sniffly because I'm still sick, but with that said, we're finally out of the Sanctuary. We're going to go to a good old place known as Kakariko Village, Sterry staple after this point.
Much like a lot of the rest of the game.
Pretty much. And we need to find an old man, you know, not obviously kind of another staple of this game in the first couple ones. We need to find old people. Damn boomers.
Hey,
Let me throw the boomerang at them.
Hey, the older for fuck's sake, dude. The old people tend to be the most wisest, so I wouldn't mind.
That's the stereotype, at least.
Yeah.
True.
And remember, this game is still in the 90s, so knowledge was.
Yeah, early 90s at that, because it's SNES.
Before boomers
yeah, knowledge
were
was
really
limited and
a
blah blah
thing.
blah. I wouldn't be surprised if we had one kitchen joke or something in terms of a woman, because sexism is rampant in these kinds of things in the 90s.
True, but at the same time, this is ironically one of the games that doesn't do that. So this is the fortune teller. It doesn't matter who they are because you're never going to see them. We don't need to. We don't need. What they do is that they'll tell you a hint at your next location of the game. We don't need that.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Like, they're pretty much the hint system, right?
Yeah, we don't need that because you can just look up a guide, and B, it's not that hard to find out really where you need to go. Your map system will tell you where you need to go by showing the little X right here. SNES Online features, everybody.
Oh my fucking god, stop!
No.
I can't believe I actually found an unintentional way to use that to my advantage, to be 100% honest. It's like, wow, actually now that I know that, I can totally use that to point things on the map. GG's me. Anyway.
Yay.
This is the guy who actually liked this game enough to let's play it, folks. Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah, I like this game a lot. It's actually I'm pretty happy it's my first LP. Anyway, we're not going to talk to this guy yet. He gives you the first bottle, but we don't have 100 rupees yet. So what we're going to do is
we're too poor.
Fall into we're gonna fall into this cave. Like, you know, good little boys who are totally gonna not break their arms while falling this deep in the cave.
Timmy fell down the whale.
No, it's Ash.
Aren't you going to showcase the Crystal Left room and just to people to keep in mind, or?
Is it around this area? I don't know. I thought it was an RNG room. I thought it just kind of appeared in a random hole.
It's a glitch, but yeah.
Yeah. Maybe down the line. I'll have to look into it because I don't remember how to do it reliably. But when I do, we'll show it off on the LP.
One quick question now that I see that you have the bombs. Are you going to firstly bomb that wall there, which I see is a yes, and are you going to go back to the castle and bomb the actually visibly bombable walls there?
Maybe later. There's nothing of deep value in that. There's no heart pieces in there. So it's not of a deep importance right now. You just get, this is your first heart piece of the game, pretty much. There's no heart pieces in those walls, so it's not of a priority. You just get rupees, which at a certain point in this game, you're never really going to need a deep desire to grind for. This is just early on in the game, so...
Yeah, I love how the incentive of breaking a wall open is a piece of somebody's heart in there. No? Okay, I don't care.
Alright, anyway, you talk to this guy who looks like Alibaba, and you, sir, you having problems? Well, step right up and make your life complete. I've got one on sale for the low price of rupees, and what he's talking about is a bottle. What do you say? Interested? I'll take one. Good. Thanks a lot. Now hold it above your head for the whole world to see. Okay? One of the few times that they actually make fun of the fact that Link holds shit above his head in every series game, and this is one of the first to do it. So yeah, you see, okay? It's good for business.
Meta joke.
Da-da-da-da. I feel like I'm falling into consumerism, but whatever. This is a magic bottle. You can store an item inside and use it later. Unfortunately,
one of the best items in the
tennis.
series.
A bottle.
First introducing Zelda! Haha! Link to the past! Haha!
Is A Link to the Past the first game that has the bottles in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it is one of the most useful. The one problem I have with the bottle in this game is that when you go onto just the bottle icon, you go into a separate menu of your bottle counts, and that kind of throws me off sometimes in selecting bottles. Because then I just get kind of stuck on bottles that I don't want to use.
We're going to get more than one.
Shocker. It's almost like there's 4 slots there.
I mean...
Anyway. Continue.
No,
I'm just gonna make my way over this way.
Going to say, yeah, it's
Bastard.
the first time that we see the battles, which is one of the biggest utilities in the entire Zelda franchise. So, again, we're pretty much returning to the point we made at the beginning of the LP that this game basically.
It's the point we're gonna drive home. It's the point we're gonna drive home till the end of the game. But here I'm gonna get the item that actually is very optional, but it also is a very complimentary piece to the bottle. I can't go out because I'm sick. I feel that. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that's coming off down the mountain. Sniff, sniff. Man, how do you know if an air is evil? You just smell it. You just walk out of your house in the morning and go.
Maybe the thing is only the sick people can smell the evil in the air.
Possibly. Anyway, this is the bug catching net. What you basically use this for is that you can catch bees and shit, but you also catch fairies with this. This is how you put fairies in your bottle. So it's called an optional item. I think it's actually one of the most important items in the game because you can just get instant healing fairies, which is also one of the first games we're putting
over there.
Yes, this is This has been a time where they weren't afraid to reference Mario in Zelda games. Not as much vice versa, though. Ironically, they never really referenced Zelda much in the early Mario games, but they always did in early Zelda games.
Speaking of Mario games, you might not know this, but the bronze plates on the walls inside of the houses in Kakariko Village, which I occasionally dispense rupees when pulled by Link, strongly resemble Mario.
Really now?
Yeah.
This guy will tell us that... Huh? I was just going to say, this guy will tell us an interesting detail for an item later on in the game. Not as much later, we'll probably go get it after the first dungeon, but there's a lake swimming with Zoras at the source of the river, but it's hard to find. The treasure of the Zora could turn people into fish. I love to see that. Basically, what he's talking about is the flippers, which can make you swim in water later on in the game.
Of course,
so it's cool that you can get that little detail now.
Also not talking about the ocean Zoras, which are the ones that you're used to in the later games, like, you know, Princess Rito and the ones from Breath of the Wild and all that.
The fish people that everyone always wants to fuck every time they're ever in a game.
Yeah, he's talking about their ugly cousins, the ocean Zoras, who are hostile and attack everything and everyone near them except other Zoras. Yeah, pretty much.
And are awful.
Oh, and by the way, this is the first game to introduce the legendary cuckoos.
Cuckos.
Cuckos.
Fuck it.
Fucking cuck.
You want to show off why they're legendary?
I don't remember if it actually works in this game, but yeah, let's show off why they're legendary.
It actually does.
Let's beat up the cuckoos for tradition's sake. Come on, you bastard!
They all know what's gonna happen. That's why they're looking at you like that.
It takes a while, but again, this is the introduction of the...
Oh, jeez! Slow down!
It slows the frame rate so bad!
This is the introduction of the cuckoo.
May I help you? You look like you were just attacked by a wild horde of cuckoos.
I'm fine. I just needed a breather. Okay.
Watch her still attacking. Aw.
Oh god, that would be awful.
Another interesting piece of trivia. This is actually the debut of Kakariko Village.
As I said in the start of the part, but yes, this is the debut of Kakariko Village, which is one of the most iconic villages and places in Zelda lore. So, you know, it's good to see it starting.
Landmarks.
Yeah. Anyway, whoa! I saw her, a very nice young lady at the Waterfall of Wishing, where the river begins. Ash, you should meet her. You might get a legendary Pokeball, at least once. I'm sure you will like her.
I think she's named Misty.
Yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, I love this poke. This is so random and yet I love it. All because the bastard wizard is named Gary. Anyway, this guy is actually talking about a grand fairy that will actually improve your bomb and arrow counts for a set amount of rupees that we're going to go see later on in the game. So, and this guy, mumble mumble, my son really liked to play the flute. He went to go look for the golden power of the Dallas Cowboys, and it's not returned. Wonder where he is and what he's doing now. This guy's talking about
football team.
Yeah, he's probably on the Eagles. Anyway,
if I say that they're called cuckoos, they're fucking cuckoos. For fuck's sake.
What? Okay, you being a dick
Mr.
aside.
Mexican accent.
These guys, what I like about Kakariko Village in this game is there are a lot of people you can talk to that will give you hints about items and stuff later on in the game. This guy is talking about an actual flute, which is going to be shaped like an interesting instrument from later on in the series. So we're going to get that later in the game as well, but not anytime soon. Way, like, around halfway into the game we're going to get that item. But if we just, glass break, if we just break into the back, I wonder what we're going to get. Oh, you fucking bastard! Give me my bottle and let me leave. Anyway, you can steal a second bottle from the bar. I guess I don't know why it's in a treasure chest. I mean, the bottles are everywhere in a bar, but whatever. This is a magic bottle. It's more special.
It's the special unbreakable bottle.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if the fact that it's unbreakable is what makes it magic. Nothing else.
That may be it, actually.
Unbreakable glass bottle. It's magic. What kind of heresy is this?
It's the most fragile thing on Earth, and it doesn't break ever.
Stainless glass. What a fucking... What a hocus show.
It's made of Tesla armor vehicle glass.
May we pray and wahoo. Anyway.
It's a Tesla armor vehicle glass, am I right, boy?
Oh, by the way, be careful not to run into any of the harlots, I mean random women walking in the game. They will just call guards, and yeah, that wasn't much of a threat.
Oh no, a random enemy. Whatever shall I do?
Oh, stab, stab, uh-oh. Anyway, these are going to be an important area later on in the game. Because this is this old lady's not going to say it, but the building next to this is important. Who? Oh, it's you, Ash. What can I do for you, young man? Oh, the elder. Oh, no one has seen him since the wizard has been collecting. What? Master Sword, you say? Let me get my ear horn out, sonny. Oh, that's better. Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but long ago, a prosperous people known as the Helia, I don't know, I'm old, inhabited this land. Shut up, bitch, this is my LP.
That's why it's called Hyrule.
Damn it, fine, I'm wrong. Well, they say Hylia sometimes, but whatever. Like Hylian.
Tomato, tomato.
Whatever. Fair enough. That one's better than potato, which I've never heard a person say potato in my life. Legends tell of the many treasures that Hylia hid throughout the land. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged against those with evil hearts, is one of them. People say that now it is sleeping deep in the forest. What an idiot sword that is. Do you understand the legend? Yeah, whatever.
Hey, don't knock the Master Sword. It's just tired.
It's being used too much. Anyway, look for that elder. There must be someone in this village who knows where he is. You take care now, Ash. Go win the Pokemon League for your grandma.
Oh my god, stop!
Beat that bastard Gary. He keeps saying smell you later, and I don't get what it means. I don't want to smell him.
Anyways, another thing that we learned is that this is the first Zelda game where a member of Link's family is shown. The only other games that do this are Wind Waker and Minish Cap.
Because with the uncle in the beginning of the game has a family.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's like he came from somewhere.
Or he was an only child.
Yeah. Now this is Ash. This house used to be a hideout for the Gang of Thieves. Now this is an interesting hint, because this hint is not going to matter until well through halfway through the game. What was our leader's name? Oh yeah, his name was Blind, and he hated bright light a lot. Spoiler warning, Blind is a boss we're going to fight later on in the game.
And the lamp is going to be useful against him.
No, it is not.
Okay,
that is not what it means by light. I guess.
I mean, are we going to go with spoilers right now? Because
it doesn't matter that deeply.
Like I'm going to say, not to offend too deeply, but I'm pretty sure that people already know what the spoilers are.
Yeah, I mean, people already pretty much know what this game is by heart, but, there's a little bit of respect that you can have for it. But yeah, I mean, there's really not anything... Yeah. I never do this puzzle right the first time. I just always fuck it up at some point. Or no, actually, you know what I just said?
Oh my god, he actually
reverse curse, try cursing
me. Oh my my god, sweet. Well done, man. Well done.
It is hard though. Don't let
to celebrate, let's do some fireworks.
Boom! Oh shit, the wall's collapsing. Anyway, this is another good place to get some rupees early, and our second heart piece of the game. Da 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 da!
We found 2 people's heart pieces.
Yay! I'm almost half of the way there. Can you not? I'm just gonna break your pots because you're a thief. Haha. Anyway, we're gonna go talk to Plot.
I'm glad that he didn't get even slightly phased by that.
I know, he just pop breaks on his face. I am not phased at all. Damn it.
I am amused.
I thought I had the boomerang.
Wait,
actually,
can you
before
quick
we
change
go,
the items?
No, you have to always press the start button, go to the menu. That's not the start button. You always have to go to the menu and change them. One of the more archaic parts of this game, and I think it's even still in the Game Boy Advance version for the most part, but you do have to press the start button to always go to the menu and change your items out that way. And hence, you're already seeing why I think the bottle is kind of an annoying menu mechanic, because I keep hitting the bottle and it keeps having to take time to open another fucking menu. When it's like,
By the way, for those uninformed, on the left, that is the magic meter.
Yes. Magic meter is pretty much going to be more important later in the game, but it's what we've been doing to use the lamp now, because for some reason, to swing a lamp, you need to be a magical human being.
Yes. To open a glass case without a screwdriver, you need magic.
Everything in this freaking game is regarded as magic. The sole act of using a bow and arrow is magic. The sole
well, no, I'm pretty sure this bow and arrow is not magic in this game.
Oh wait,
unless you're talking about the.
That's Link Between
Worlds.
You're
mistaking it.
Yeah, I'm mistaking it for Link Between Worlds. Sorry about that.
Spiritual sequel to this game.
Yeah,
which we'll get to down the line.
Well, is it a sequel or a remake? That's pretty much the question has been lingering for a while with the community.
It can be both.
It can be both because there are a lot of hints that induce the fact that it's a sequel, and there are a lot of.
Why do you throw those cuckoos around? Do you want another cuckoo?
See how long it took? Look, it took so long. Anyway, this boy is Plot. Hey, Ash, Elder, are you talking about the grandpa? Okay, but don't tell any of the bad people about this. He's hiding in the palace past the castle. I will mark this spot on your map. Here you are. And as you can see, he's marked right over here. We do have a bit of a long way to go. Before we end this part, we're going to go into the Forest of Illusion to get the third heart piece real quick. But this boy kind of tripped me up on my first playthrough of this game because I was sitting here in Kakariko Village talking to everyone, and for some reason, I just never talked to this boy to get Plot. And he's the most randomly placed person to get a actual map marking from almost in the game.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm actually beginning to wonder why the hell is the I actually am legit beginning to wonder why magic is so, quote unquote prominent in these games. Like, the fact
you mean
that
more or less series?
No, just in this game in particular. What was the inspiration behind labeling things as magic and stuff like that?
Well, just more of that Lord of the Rings, like J.R.R. Tolkien, a lot of old fantasy stuff in Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of old fantasy lore is wizard. It goes even back to the Sword and the Stone. Merlin and Merlin the Wizard. All these, it's old, just wizardry and old junk. It's an older thing, and I think it's kind of charming. But bastard, whatever. You can have my bombs. I don't care. That's a thief. Okay. You want to avoid them as much as you can.
Yeah.
Wait, are you gonna get the harp?
Also, something else I wanted to say. This is one effect I don't miss. Ugh. I hate this game so much. Also,
we're gonna get the mushroom for another kind of special item that we're gonna get. It's not gonna be really plot important, but
Is it like the item trading quest in Link's Awakening?
No, well, a little bit. It's a one-off. Like, you give it to someone and you get another item later on in the game.
Let's just say that Link's Awakening those fully realize some elements in this game. So, yeah, don't be surprised.
Yeah. Link's Awakening's biggest problem is that it's kind of like this and it's very open, but it was on a console that couldn't handle it. Hey kid, this is the secret hideout for the gang of thieves. Don't enter without permission. By the way, I heard one of our ex-members is staying at the entrance to the desert.
I'm just gonna
I don't
stand
care,
here.
sir. I'm just gonna stand here for the rest of my life. But yeah, you can pretty much break into another thieves' little hideout and get a heart piece early if you're not afraid to get your ass robbed.
Oh, I thought that those fake Master Sword pedestals were harps for a second. Because of the low resolution.
Right.
Like I said, this is... Oh, and by the way, speaking of the Master Sword, this is also the first game where it's introduced.
Yeah,
right.
Every other time it's like the Magic Silver Sword.
Pretty much. Which is kind of weird because they already established it with a legacy of this has been passed down for generations. It's like,
it's just never
this is the first game.
The thing is, like, I think I can justify that by the fact that, you know, maybe at the time during The Legend of Zelda 1 and 2, they didn't really expect to go beyond those two titles, but since they saw that the franchise was practically selling that much, you know,
might as well make it a thing.
Yeah, might as well go for the generational.
Mario's selling, and that's become a household name. Let's make Zelda a household name.
And
actually, let's go for another heart piece before we call it apart. By the way, so you guys can keep talking.
And that very idea basically turned the entire foundation of Zelda into one of the biggest contrived fucking stories ever made, where people are trying to figure out exactly what was the order of events.
Yeah, if you try and tie each and every single game together at the very least. Because, like, everyone can agree Ocarina of Time is where everything can start to split, because in Ocarina, you have a bit of time travel involved, and when that's a major story element, sequels get a little iffy.
Yeah, by the way, this guy's mad at his brother, so he put concrete seal on his room to seal off the doorway. I don't think you're gonna mind if we blow it up, buddy. Anyway, continue.
Well, something else that also, like, I decided to check out of the Legend of Zelda story by saying, you know what, if they want to keep going with the convoluted thing, fine, whatever, you know what, I will not do the judge of that.
I think this is what he was talking about earlier.
So this is one of the very few and first times I'm actually going to advocate using a save slot in the game, mostly because if you fail this by some happen chance, you go all the way down there, and you have to walk all the way around and go back through the house just to get back here and try again. There's no point in doing that now, so we're just going to go and move along with it. Now, I don't think I'm going to lose because there's a trick, but you never know. I can get caught on walls like that.
Anyways, back to what I was saying.
Oop.
They tried
cheated.
to...
Thanks.
Yeah, you won.
I earned this.
Time.
Yeah, they
we got our first heart.
They tried to tell you that this thing that you know they keep I pretty much checked out of the story. They want to keep going with their mess, then fine. So I basically just decided to cop out and say, you know what, the Hyrule Historia is the one that's right, and you know what, it's fine by me.
Yeah. I don't care which one's right because they're all good as individual stories. We're back.
We're back. Applause for Legon, who fell asleep as we were recording.
Yeah, because I have to have mine on to record this.
Yeah, anyway, this guy will give you a 20 rupee game, and you can pick one of these 3 chests, and you'll get like 1, 15, or like 25 rupees out of it. It's just kind of a fun little game to make money, but there's no heart pieces attached to it, so there's no point in doing it.
Yeah, so you can actually abuse the power of save states.
Yeah, well, yes and no, because I've tried that, and for some reason when I would load it back in, it'd be a different value. So I think it's a genuine core RNG value. Like, even if you save state it, it's not locked. It's locked to when you open the actual chest, not when you actually, like, It's not locked before you open it. So yeah, it is a little bit of a... Yeah, it's a little bit of a save state buster.
Well, I guess,
Yeah, we probably should call it a part at this point, because Wheat has said, like, hey, we're gonna call it a part, like, twice now.
Yeah.
We are. Next time on The Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, we're gonna start heading our way over here.
We're gonna finally go towards Gary.
Yeah.
We're gonna make our way to the Palace of the Gary and see if we can conquer our first gym.
See you guys next part. Jesus Christ. We're gonna try to conquer our first gym leader. And if you think about it, it kinda is gym leaders.
Let's go face Brock next part.